Okay. Looks like everything's good. I'll finish up the last of the today.
Really?
We're going to try and do
Okay,
results
then.
while we're doing that.
I shall tell you.
There's a significance in Lady Yufa being the first priestess born from the chieftain's bloodline 100 years. We felt that destiny was surely at work. But we were consumed by our own anxiety, and so we sealed her fate by encouraging her in that destiny to manifest as a sacrifice. By misinterpreting our history, we nearly destroyed everything. No amount of regret can absolve us of our error. We were right all along.
Alright.
That was a very short discussion.
Thank you.
You're traveling to Montario, yes? When you're there, I asked that you treat the Mystari and other regions with the same kindness you've given us. I've kind of just ignored them. They are people whose hearts are trampled by the Sanctus Church. I'd be much obliged if you could aid them, as you have aided us. Oh, did I go good? I don't think I did.
What's up, Del? Something on your mind? That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
It's just the twinge now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
You sure? Because I remember once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple more times. I've
Okay,
never
look, can
seen
you just
go down like that.
please
I said I'm fine,
prioritize your
didn't I?
health?
God, but you don't worry too much. Come on, I'm starving.
Something's bothering me.
Really? He seemed pretty healthy to me.
Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the Magla might have any nasty side effects. You know,
You mean he may need magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him? Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy you are. I'd rather not let it fester.
Well, we do claim to help anyone in need, eh? But don't forget that we're fighting a battle. And if you cannot distinguish friend and foe on the battlefield, it will be your end.
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same thing.
That's them against us.
Now, what if, instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here? It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight.
Oh, that's a point.
I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this. Will you please go to the royal capital for me?
Yeah, no problem.
No problem. I'll go.
I knew you'd say that. Well, if Rella's coming here, I guess it won't be that much trouble.
Thanks. I remember I called you too soft once. I see now I was wrong.
If that's sorted, let's get it done sharpish before any complications crop up.
Yeah, probably a good idea to get that sorted.
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, Del. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
They
Yeah, but he's
healed me
injured.
up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
And then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you Saint Rella?
You're joking. You're not joking. Why is she here?
I called for her and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
It really
It's
does if you
almost
think
time
about
for
it.
the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area. I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognize the two of you.
You remember us?
Of course. This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
But I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Let me have a look. Yes, that should do. I can see you had an expert looking after you already.
Oh, that bot.
Physically, you're as well as anyone could ask. But... Fidelio, is there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Where's that coming from?
I've talked to lots of people and observed the flow of their magic. By now, I'm certain that Magla is connected to our emotions. When I speak to someone who's feeling strong emotions, I can sense the state of their heart as if seeing it with my own eyes.
Oh.
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me down.
Magla says
I see.
otherwise, though.
Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right? For now, let's see. Run to the beach and back with Basilio. If you can make it without slowing down, then clearly there's nothing wrong with your foot.
Hey, sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
Hey, what the hell? I said I'm fine. Oh, damn it. Basilio! Hang on!
Thanks, Rella. When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that. You've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic. That's a lot to take in.
No question.
How do I put this?
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but you're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock. Are you intending to confront Luis?
Yes. That's right.
Well, there you have it.
So you're committed to this path, no matter what. I knew this day might come. It's not my place to stop you.
Come now, do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis, you know.
Don't underestimate Luis. As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, the King's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm. And they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop. I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them, no matter their standing.
But if you just have to identify yourself and agree to fight... Oh, was that why the battle with Gladel?
Suffice it to say the King's Shield is not perfect, and Luis will surely exploit that. I have a terrible feeling there will be bloodshed before Saint's Day is over. I won't try to stop you, but be careful down the road, all right?
I'll protect Juna. I promise.
But where is this coming from? Honestly.
Then please, look after Juna.
Ugh. You do know I'm not a child anymore.
Keep up, Del! Gotta be faster than that!
You spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage. Damn it. You haven't won yet.
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
You have the height advantage. We sent Rella back to Grand Shop with teleportation magic, avoiding against the brothers who are fortunately so busy sprinting or something. I don't know, I lost that last bit.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
See? Old Del's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them
Oh,
in
that's
the
probably where the
evacuations.
runner is.
Bell top, would you? Been meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them though. Often got his head berries in one.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis have this same book? I hear it's been banned.
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it.
Yeah, sure.
In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
Huh, sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Of course not, you muppet. It's a fantasy, remember? Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice. Pretty words, them. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced. You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too. At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream. Nothing changes unless you do it with your own hands.
Aye. But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del.
You like singing, eh? And I'm dead handy with a cook pan.
We could invite Lady Juna over, host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up.
You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with that. Doesn't matter anyway. The dream is just a dream.
I don't know about that.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Started around today. Let's just hear about a festival in the island. The Irons also be heading for the coast.
Yes, of course.
They want to show their gratitude. And wish us a safe journey. Thanks to the ties, I believe we can still make it by the deadline, even if we leave tomorrow. Festivities include a sacred rite where a dragon god statue is set alight in a ceremonial bonfire. Said that if you offer prayers to someone, your wishes will come true. Wait. Don't make me choose. Am I going to actually have to choose? What's the benefit? Yeah. I've just finished most of the stuff already anyway. That side, we all help the villagers prepare for the festival, and once the effigy of the Dragon God is complete, someone's already dying.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the Dragon God's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are barely well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Ah, speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Del's all better. And we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads,
loosen up! It's a party! We've all earned a little fun.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh? Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar, and he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? Makes a man feel as if he owes you.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Alterbury ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
And away he goes. Damn, that was a lot.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats!
And those are?
The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, just delicious. Beyond delicious.
The better question is,
This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
I assume it's safe to eat. The juice bursts forth as soon as I put it in my mouth. Ugh.
Sounds. I feel quite.
Uh-oh.
Quite.
Is it high in alcohol content?
Right, right. What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing. But he's crying. What is this fruit?
You see, in old times, old long times ago, people
They're high.
ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
Ha! Yes, you certainly appear to have reached
Hulkenberg's
some
probably just been like,
higher
oh, Hulkenberg's gonna be zooted out of her mind. Like how I tried a bit, I'm like, oh no.
Phew. Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. You don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
We should invite.
Have you decided on someone?
Is Stroll passed out? Stroll's passed out, so I don't want to bother him. I don't know where Hulkenberg is. Oh, she's right there. Nurse is busy partying on his own. Heimsmay is probably wanting to be left alone. Juna is talking with Yutha. Is it just Galga? She's been there from the very beginning. So it's only right to do it.
It's so pretty.
Oh, the fire reflects off the ocean. Not even God could refuse granting a wish made in a scene like this. What do you think God is? That's a good question. Aren't Isabel and this village's religion both have a god, right? And they all believe God protects them and makes them happy.
But
Is it actually possible for everyone on Earth to be happy? If someone's not happy, what is their god doing? Well, frankly, I don't know. This world is just full of mysteries we'll never know the answer to, I just want there to be less unhappiness in the world. Well, I suppose it's pretty hard to quantify, really.
well then.
Anyways, back to reality. So we go make our wishes. Nothing to lose from trying, right?
Yeah.
There we go. And if you don't grab my wish, you'll regret it, you hear? I think adding that gives it a better chance. You're not exactly scared. Yeah, I'll say it's totally coming true now. Don't mess with me and my wishes don't come true. I wish for all the world's anxiety replaced with hope. Why not dream big, right? When we don't want what lies ahead, that's when we're the most anxious, right? That's pretty much true of most of our lives.
You see,
All the more reason to enjoy life for what it is and hope for the best. You've got to expect to be anxious about stuff. That's all it takes, huh?
besides,
I'm just saying, if you make up the prince, I think that would give people hope. Considering how far you've come, I think you're going to see it through. I've really thought about that. How far you've come, I mean. You've grown so much since you got pushed off a cliff in the desert. You rather remind me. I should know, I've been there the whole time, which is why I asked you to come along. It's the most fitting. Not that I wish for. I wanted everyone to be safe, realistically.
Right.
I know the last option was to get closer to her, but I'm not going to say that. Great time for this festival, thanks for that. I'd give you something, no thanks for anything. I went on the beach the other day. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Take care of it, will you? That depends. Thank you.
I've got this.
It's a weapon. Wait, what? A weapon. Getting back to the runner was a nightmare, so you better... How did you get a weapon back? I'm sorry, guy. Excuse me? Well-bone rod for the mage. Oh, it would have been a specific weapon for each of their classes. Oh, that's pretty good. I need to go into New Game plus, just so I can get all the weapons and stuff.
Tell, you hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del. What do we believe in, really? Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of Parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
I know, Del, but... he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end... he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and... it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know why? I really like Lady Juna's songs, and I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You got arm around your heart, Del, and her music pierces it. I don't want to kill Lady Juna. And you don't either, Del. Do you?
So tonight's our last night on the island. This means we're plenty rested. You're not gonna let me sleep, are you? Yeah, you knew it. I thought we'd be making the journey to Elderberg with hope in our hearts. The way has brought us then. We'll prepare ourselves for the trials to come. If the brothers are okay, I don't think they know the predictors are planned. Can't let our guard down.
Well,
just hope we can get out of here without being attacked.
I beg your pardon,
Well, Arth, since we'll be journeying together for quite some time, I don't think for having you. I'm sad with my brother, and we'll miss him dearly, but I know in my heart this will be a grand adventure.
Yes.
Cannot have my stomach grumbling while afield. I should buy myself a small ration of something before we depart. Trouble is finding food that will not spoil. Really, the first thing you think about is food.
What do you want to do?
And that's what Galga has to say.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Near on the wall. Stop saying that stupid pun. I also forgot to, I think, go to the lock. I must say I'm sad to leave the island, if for no other reason than every meal has been an utter delight. I'm almost certain you said the same thing when we left Brawlhaven and Martyra. A new world of cuisine is but a few days away if you'll just be patient. Here's the point. Mind your tongue, Stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals. Wow, you really are taking this hard. Well, when you've said your goodbyes to the people and the food, meet at the common corner.
Hold on.
Okay then.
I don't really have to buy anything because I've kind of maxed out. I also don't have money. Well, no, I didn't. Chicken. I'm top 9, but that still hasn't really changed.
Well, now, what are we on about?
Hey. Oh.
Fourth and Knights are Dr. Downey. Rudolph's face is small, but I think he's in third. So much for a fair fight. When you're top of this thing, but I feel like your face is a little bigger than 4, maybe. Yeah. That was a lot of mag. Can't really see my face anywhere on this. Oh, I see. That's a different dude. That is a different face on there. Oops.
All right then.
There's nothing else really here to do.
Let's go.
I'll go to the weaponry, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing else here. Oh, I should check. Nope. Nope. We don't have anyone out of mage, so I'm just gonna quickly just find that. Well-worn rod. Small MP recovered every turn battle. That's... It actually is pretty good. Those are a bunch of fans. They were expensive. They're good for dancer, so it's fine. That's me, specialized.
Now then.
Yeah, nothing new. Nameless. Right, so let's get into the next thing then, shall we?
Right then.
What is my class again? I forgot. That's probably merchant.
All right then.
Up towards the... Oh, it's not gonna let me go into it. Let's start the next leg of our journey then.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altaberry region too. I'd say we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? Where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan. As soon as we get to Altaberry, we give Luis the fake lance Lyrus made up for us.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this, once and for all. He doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna,
might soon.
We'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out. Oh, what do you think? A dead ringer, eh?
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altaberry, we'll pass off the fake to Luis. Then, we execute our plan.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. Think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need to hide the real lance.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted. Anchors away, what?
Aye aye, me hearties! What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of sailors? Mr. Batlin was very specific.
Batlin!
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
It's
still funny, though.
Melancholy. Leaving the people we have so recently come to know.
We'll be back. With some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes, certainly.
Did I do everything?
This is Altaberry Heights. We'll make faster progress back on land.
Lovely. Without a problem, this fine wind will have us making landfall by the morrow, so the full trip should be 2 nights with 3 days travel. Yeah. And there's a grim fizz if I ever saw one. Captain for Stroll's sake, let us make haste.
Ha! Tally-ho then!
Take care, you don't tumble overboard.
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Indeed. All right then.
It's courage. Don't need it. That's imagination. Imagination is rank 4.
Alright then.
There's wisdom. Okay, so we actually have a good selection here. We'll do wisdom then.
Well met.
Yes, let us do board games.
Yes.
Concerning the current flow of the battle. It was an even battle, but within the span of one turn, I find this on myself cornered. Well, just too early in the battle for some sudden expression. If foe mobilizes all in force, then surely an opening may be fine.
What should we do?
Your enemies marshal their full might to breach your defenses, always leaving their own base wide open.
If so.
Well, it'll be quite the challenge to fight my pieces face to face, but this is pretty unavoidable if you want to capitalize on the opportunity to seize the enemy's stronghold.
Alright.
Yeah, because you can go full counter offense, but you need that they just walk in. You then go full defense, but that also doesn't work. You have to give them a threat to make them go, okay, we need to, like, back up.
Well then.
At least actually, you know, move the piece.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp, just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks. Only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
Indeed.
Bless you.
Alright then.
Imagination, 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 imagination. Why is it all imagination?
Pardon me.
Yes, we can meditate. I've only heard about the outside world from imported books and my brother's stories. I can't believe that starting today I will travel those lands myself. I never had the confidence to attempt such a venture on my own. I'm truly glad to have met you and everyone else.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, of course.
I know I lack experience, but I only want to contribute to this effort. I'm grateful for your guidance and encouragement. Speaking of which, Juno graciously gave me some advice about trips such as this one. She said, make sure to keep one eye on your wallet whenever you're in town, and never ever follow a stranger somewhere. Juno's kindness surely knows no end. I feel quite lucky to go on a trip with so many people watching over me. That reminds me, I meant to ask you, what were things like when you began this journey? I must admit, I'm somewhat curious about the place where your mission began. It's my hope that one day when this all is over that I may visit it.
Alright.
Was my home wiped out? That was a huge amount of imagination. I was having so much fun talking to you, the time escaped me. That's why I can continue. I wasn't going to stop you. We talked for a while. Yes, we did.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
There's going to be another however many days before it's another idle day.
It would seem that...
We now stand among the mountains, have long gazed at the peaks of Ontario from the island, but I never imagined I would see them this close. How would you see them from that far? Alderbury remains cold year-round, so quite accordingly, its people have perfected the art of piping hot stew. Some to the foremost opera house in the kingdom as well. I suppose that'll be the stage of our confrontation with Louis. Are the brothers?
I guess.
Let's keep our hopes high.
So?
Don't need the courage. Imagination. Nothing else, huh?
Got it.
For 800 XP. That 100 XP could probably actually add up hilariously. Because if we think about how many days you've gone through.
Right. Hey.
It's like really,
Actually, I'm very...
yes, let us meditate. I think I hear wolves howling in the distance, but there's no way they could hear be so near to the gauntlet, could they? What are your thoughts?
May I?
During meditation, you must do not but think yourself where you are in this time and place and accept it. No matter what you hear, just listen. Let things be as they are. Abandon yourself to the great flow of everything. How? Breathe deeply. I'm gazing down at myself and all that surrounds me from high above the ground.
Alright.
That's a lot of imagination again. It's gonna max out soon. Next time I do this, it's gonna max out. Why is meditation so effective with her?
Come look at this!
Oh. You're hitting the brakes.
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colorodeo Cliff, a bluff so tremendous it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation, none can say.
Oh.
Whoa.
Absolutely incredible. I've heard of sheer cliffs before, but I never imagined something like this. Indeed, falling off of that precipice would be unfathomably terrifying and exhilarating, I imagine. It makes me want to scream. No, that's kind of what I want to do. Oh, God.
What?
Jeez, we're doing this thing again. Quite refreshing, you know, to pull your voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I find at the time you were all yelling before me. It was a rather terrible experience, I admit, but if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling. Would you not need to cover your ears because you're so sensitive at hearing?
Listen!
I feel you. Are you gonna scream? I felt intended, but the words just won't come out at all, and it's just too charming. Never change law. What, does anybody else have something to yell about? Broaden our wisdom.
As for me...
Well, it's old yours' turn. I prefer to list the... Wait. Why? It's... The first time on these distractions.
Bombs away!
Oh. I wasn't expecting
the
that.
Runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only the Gauntlet Runner can provide.
I swear I just saw the icon of the Gauntlet Runner just flick left and right really aggressively just now. Stony Camp. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff.
Alright then.
Imagination, imagination, imagination. More imagination and more imagination.
Let's go.
Pardon?
Yes, because with you, apparently my imagination studies maxes out really damn fast. With eating, to give just one example, you must not eat the big buff fish, which is messenger of God. Nor can you catch a lictodile on the night of full moon, as it is considered unclean. I don't know those animals.
Very well.
Unsurprising, as all those animals live only on the island, but that's why we won't need to remember such rules for now. Rules such as these are put in place because some animals are poisonous, and others are aggressive at certain times of the year. Oh. So you see, there are valid reasons behind many of the Mistari tribe's teachings. It's not all primitive superstition.
Just one thing.
Although we are partially responsible for outsiders' tendency to misunderstand us since we were so secretive, I do think the Mistari should change, if only gradually.
Alright.
Yeah, that's gonna max out that imagination. It didn't? How many points do you need?
Time
I'll
marches
show you a
on,
number.
and the age of a new king draws nearer.
You can never tell.
Tis nearly time.
There's only a ways further until we reach Altabury. The city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saint's Day. I wonder if Lewis is already there. Sooner or later we have to hand Dracodius over to him. One must wonder what the brothers will tell him of our time on the island. Don't to leave out any unnecessary details.
Got it?
We just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it. What's the point?
Alright then.
Got a sec?
Write down courage. Wisdom. That's imagination. Screw it. Just finish off imagination. Let's just get the free 100 ESP, because why not? Costs nothing, it's just a cutscene.
Actually, I'm very...
My legs are numb after sitting in the same position for so long. Ain't that a mood?
May I?
Free yourself from a cage and conversing with your soul, listen to the voice of your heart, everything here in the world should cease to bother you. How do I do that? I bear with it.
Actually...
You cannot commute it with your soul in such a state.
Now then.
Yeah, but at this point it's max. I just needed to max it.
Imagination. Why, that's...
Farewell.
I guess I should just recross my legs. Because if we're just comfortable, just...
Nura speaking.
Because of the old Gorge's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
Before Altabury's mountains, the Gauntlet Runner sets upon the murky graveyard. The colossal bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Oh.
Just look at it.
Whoa, those bridges are huge. Just an area defined by its numerous valleys. The bridges connect the flatlands and increase the amount of places in which people may live. Ah, that makes sense. But if those bridges were to fall in battle, those people would end up isolated.
Hey.
Yes, all very fascinating, but if you look at what's directly in front of you, those are the bones of people, aren't they? Yes, they are the remains of those who fell during the Annex War. This was the site of a fierce battle, and the dead were left to the elements, denied the dignity of proper burial. It was tragic.
Yeah,
Indeed, can't bear to think of something on this scale happening again. It brings me no pleasure to see it, yet 'tis valuable to experience the cold reality beyond the legends and tales of Valor. Carve this memory into your heart. That is why the magla that just about this place carries such an oppressive weight. You can feel the sadness and regret of those whose lives came to an end here. Oh, Uranus doesn't look good.
All right.
Hey.
You scared? More boasting than most. Why, Uranus, I'm surprised you put any stock in scary stories. You're a more gentle soul than I gave you credit for. Do tree, and for all else, I am a delicate flower. Huh?
Well then.
Well then, shall we make a quiet departure so as to not bruise the dead?
That's my fault.
Sorry to have made such a fuss. Like Dave Lucy died a proper send-off and drew this with that in mind. Oh. I'll take this with me so I don't forget the people whose lives came to an end here.
Altabury Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Uchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
This is gonna be fun. It's got cold weather. It's very cold.
The seat of Sanctism, Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
We're here at last.
You decided to present Louis with Dragodios, Lance of the Dragon God aboard his gauntlet runner, the Charagodios. And so he doesn't find out that the lance is a fake. He probably will. So we're kind of screwed. This is gonna be tense.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
I am called Euphazia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done. At last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Fortin. Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raze their village to the ground. The Caradrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple task.
What?
Why are you surprised? At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber later. Thank you for your hard work in spite of your wound. Take care of yourselves. Now we need only to wait until tomorrow for the Saints' Day Festival.
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
The first day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Main festivities start on the second day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
This is where Fortin dies. He and Sanctism itself. At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Lord Louise, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
Well, I'm off to check out the Opera House. Want to make sure everything's shipshape for my solo, of course. The rest is up to you.
You have all performed admirably. You exceeded my every expectation. Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully to my campaign.
Understood.
For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
It seems the land's passed muster. Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
Yufa, are you okay?
He would have destroyed my home. How could he suggest such carnage with not a shade of guilt? I was sure that deep down, all people are inherently good at heart.
No. That's very wrong.
You made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand, and we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out.
It's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, I'm freezing my wings off.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
In times before the church, it said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house. Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
Speaking of...
If it is a Mustari island we seek, then I know of one in the center of town. It is called Skyward Tavern. I recall it being rather pleasant, with very little that would point to its Mustari roots.
Certainly.
It was on Dia Franco Street, if I'm not mistaken. So cold. These Hulkenberg's in our element. Can we get going before we freeze though? And we're in a new location. That's the gate out.
Well met, eh? Hey!
I'm gonna go deeper in town. There's nothing you can do.
This is the best.
They're just collecting more relics like I collect Pokemon. I don't actually collect Pokemon in the first place. You don't stand a chance. Yeah. I'm not talking to that guy. He looks like the embodiment of a dictator. No, they're not.
Hey, listen. My wits have left me, I believe.
Yeah, that's what this guy is. In the previous episode, when I was talking about the Magla thing, I think this guy's actually suffering from Magla, like a disease. So there's a human or something around. That's a dead end, so there's no point bothering. Oh, they just put like cutouts standing there. This is the recruitment office. Okay, so I have to wait again.
Forden's the only game in town.
I'm not talking to you. I feel like I would just have to take another shower just to clean her off.
Oh there.
Monolith Gazer. Truly exciting to behold, with Uprise at its base, it's truly the city's landmark. It's well worth the grand trial to lay eyes upon it.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Hang on. That's the one from the
Say there.
I still don't like Sanctism. The way it's chosen to be phrased as close your eye and being one of the most dominant faiths of the land really makes me feel uncomfortable.
You.
What a look, huh? Why is Loveless looking for me?
What is it?
Magic shop and a hot spring.
Look, I don't give a toss who's king.
What would you like?
Oh, we're from Alonso. Ah. Special goods. Ones I don't sell to the normal customers. These are all usable items, which are nice. Victorian cloth. Oh. Some of these are hella strong. This one especially. I wouldn't be able to afford all of this. Oh, there's probably a ton of these items that I've forgotten about. Because there's a bunch of places all over the show. I'll have to figure out when I can grind. And then I'll
Look,
probably
I don't give a
stream
toss
that,
who's
maybe.
king.
I
I
don't
just
know.
want some coin.
This is meant to be a hot spring. Oh, okay. Not that I'm a hot spring, yeah? Fine.
Oh, cripes.
Never told you that. Seems to be a bit of a dummy.
Damn. You're not serious.
All right then.
Armor shop, weapon shop. The increasing number of war amongst the Saint Days approaches. They've converted to their Sanctus faith, yet they still despise us. Somewhere in their hearts, they still see us as lesser. I couldn't tell you how many Mustari have been in prison for crimes they didn't commit.
Can't be.
Besides, Louise, all candidates gathered here are intimidating. I'm truly fearsome in a fight. Just being near them has me quivering. I'm standing right here. You're Julian.
Come take a gander.
You overpriced Master Gideon. That's amusing.
My money's
Pardon?
Upstairs.
You're not serious.
Another crier. No, it's helpful. That path down. What are you selling?
Oh my.
Well, that's certainly understandable.
What do you want to do?
I wish I could buy multiple of them.
Serious.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be able to really afford it.
Indeed, 'tis not so bad.
Big Mills thing. Not very much shop. Oh. He had a bit of a grape. Sorry, a bit of luck.
Well then, if you say you'll
Go
help.
down this path and it'll be on your right. It's called the Skyward Tavern.
All right then.
Up.
Beg
Up
pardon?
is where the water is what I was trying to say. My brain was just going up. It's expensive.
Actually,
Get this back out again.
Oi.
Who's your egg? We need to buy some water. Cooking ingredient. I have two.
Proper aces.
Deze met vis up our house. Can't wait.
Hey, mister. How grand.
It's peculiar that they're putting posters up to make you aware of it. What do you want?
Little.
Huh?
What's your game? Oh, he's probably drunk. Pigeons. Milo's runner. Who's Milo? Forgotten who that person is.
Now what am I to do? Ridiculous.
Louise is the wretched knave who commanded his subordinates to steal the royal scepter from the ground. It's up sleeve, not burning the worst, I always say.
Amazing.
Some of these gunrunners have guns. I want to just this music. Oh, let's get those one. Here's the end. I ran past it twice.
Welcome. Wait.
Abandoning us with a knight
A
and a
band
UG.
of youths with a knight and a UG. Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
One glance and you knew. Listen, we just...
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my own reputation to think about.
You follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mastari who wears no mask?
I'm Euphausia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Edria.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
You would raise another tribe to the throne.
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so. The throne belongs to one truly worthy.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just... You look so like the priestess before you, I can't just turn you away. Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't make trouble for me.
We're gonna make trouble for you.
I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mastari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather preserve the peace we have. And, well, it's a sorry excuse for an innkeep who turns away travelers.
We're going to
Thank
anyway.
you. We're in your debt.
We're not. The guy was gonna turn us away pure because of reputation. God damn.
Oh, look, they've got food and booze here too. And it's so much cooler, which means fewer bugs. Perfect.
So
It
fancy.
seems they have an imitation of the island spring here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing. Would you care to join us?
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Why?
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
So we seek to assassinate Luis. A difficult task. But you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
First, the when. Under normal circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense. Someone without combat ability. Or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage. And that isn't Luis. Worst case, he'd use his civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up. And things go sideways before we can get it done.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can sneak in, getting to him.
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
just become his personal guard.
We join his personal guard ourselves?
I considered that, but it might be tricky. We can't guarantee he'd allow it, and besides...
The real lance is overflowing with magla. It would be a dangerous gamble to keep it on hand. That sort of power is easily noticed.
Attack using magic?
Maybe if we use magic to attack him?
No, it's gotta be the lance, or the attack won't land.
So
But
we
it's
throw
true
the
that
lance?
we'd be better served by an attack at long range.
We attack from a distance.
Exactly.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right?
If we use the lance as a giant
Of
arrow.
course. So, what if we threw the lance? Pierced him through from a distance? Yufa, as the priestess, you can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
According to Juna, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person. From above, we'll target Luis in the royal box seats.
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly. Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
Luis will be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for. Besides, with Yufa there, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance and such speed would require incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another opportunity.
There is no other opportunity. Luis intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
But who's actually going to do the throwing?
Oh, great. It's going to be looking at me.
Rather leave it to you. With the royal magic protecting you, it's less likely that we'll fail this, even with interference. And besides, laugh, if you like. I know it sounds silly, but I really do believe you have the power to change fate itself.
Indeed. Everyone here knows that firsthand.
I feel the same. If I can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
Will you do it, Captain?
All right. I'd always
I planned to from the beginning.
Right. I see. Well then. We're counting on you. On the day of, Juna will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I want you to lure Luis's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Luis is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles. Let's believe in the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I don't know. This is stressing me out. Let's pass muster as a testament to your skill. Even now he's holding the runner working away, choosing something unusual with usual vigor, no doubt. He has his quirks to be sure, but there can be no mistaking that he's a great credit to our endeavors. It was my first time seeing snow, and it was so cold I shivered. What a sensation. Right, Jenna's going to meet up with us later tonight because she's got so many things to do behind the scenes. You go ahead and rest up. You've got a big role of players tomorrow yourself, after all. This is Altabury, eh? Older garments tend to inspire stronger strings amongst his people. But I can wait until after our business is finished. Once we've trunched Luis, I can think of no better celebration than a good stiff drink. Only become fugitives because we murdered someone in the plain of day.
At last.
Tomorrow is finally Saint's Day. Luis will show his face, and the real answer will. Don't worry, I'm prepared to do what we must. The man must be stopped. Oh, where's the bed? Oh. This feels weird.
Good night.
What's wrong, Del? You've been quiet for a while now.
That lance they handed over, you think it's real? Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
I know what you mean, though.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? Even in that short time on the island?
Shite. How'd they? Either way, we have to tell Lord Luis.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
Most likely? That good enough for you, brother? Del, you remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Something like that anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
Well, yeah, obviously, but... What was it we actually wanted in the first place? Equality? Or justice? This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
That's enough, Baz. Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
But them not even helped you out a few times, Del. That really impressed me, like... I don't know how to say it, but... It was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
You know Lord Luis plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about to get messy.
Things aren't going to get messy, they're getting spicy.
So that is the side they serve. Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry. Whether Forden's or our fallen kings. It was splendid entertainment while it lasted.
What?
However, the revelry ends here.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The Saints' Day festivities in Alterbury will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God! And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go-around. Lots of new info coming in even as I speak. From candidate Rudolph, a legendary nail, thought lost to history. From candidate Julian,
nail?
Can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint. We've got artifacts of all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks. But the news on everyone's lips is the announcement of Count Luis's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, a candidate working under Luis has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island. Meanwhile, candidate Forden, too, may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history. Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates? Only the coming days will tell.
So Luis has finally made his move. Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Forden losing.
We're about to see a clash of giants. This will be no mine about, that's for certain.
Right. That's everyone. Let's go over the plan one last time. First, infiltration. Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
Gallica, you, and Yufa. You three will head to the rooftop, where you'll get down to the chandelier.
When I start my solo on stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover to hide whatever you're doing.
Don't worry, I'll be with you.
As for us, it's just as I explained last night. Luis said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
You know, I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Grius. Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
We'll make sure this succeeds. For a world without tyrants.
Well, see you at the show.
So begins our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
Right.
It'll be okay.
No. I know. I know who potentially sold us out. It's the Saint.
Alright then.
So I've been sitting here thinking about this entire time of like, no, it's not in my party because that'd be stupid to question them. So who's related to us? So I start thinking about people outside the circle.
How grand.
You know, it'd be the Saint.
How grand.
Well now, what are we on about?
So it's definitely her sister. That's probably a plot point I came up way too quickly, but I'm betting you that's what it is. Because she's the only person we just outright came and told her that's what we intend on doing. Which means he now knows that he has a fake lance.
Wonderful.
Did I hear someone fart? It's a horse. It's a horse I heard.
Check this out.
That's
First off,
all good.
Optimized security.
I'm chuffed. You there.
New candidates will we give us, so I guess, getting the front entrances out.
How fine. That's what it's
So irreverent.
Ranking the best in their very own silly city. So their pride, both they must surround them that are seriously impenetrable. Ah!
If I may.
Did you get their hands on Louis? Hmm.
Amazing. Oh, there.
The Gaunt Roger Park after transporting shipments. Strike many of the buildings in the city, although scientists appear to starting their own trip to happen, make sure it presents themselves in favorable light. With this, boys, forget you have anything.
Amazing.
Sure. I totally forgot everything you said because I didn't really pay attention. I'm still mostly thinking about the fact that we were double-crossed.
Oi there.
Guess we shouldn't have probably trusted her. That could take a few years. Oh, okay. Well.
Wonderful.
It's you.
Wonderful.
Keep an eye on him. What is he going to attempt to attack me?
Well now, what are we on about?
I'd be like Jim himself. Do you think putting vicious guard dogs backstage is a bit too much? They're being paranoid, you ask me. Give me a minute.
What now?
It's Fortune's Grasp, and I want to keep that. It's Youth that I'm working with.
Sounds like a lovely time.
I want you to have Summoner, because you'll end up having actual value. Really, I don't have much in the way of your things.
This is the power said to belong to a priestess.
Okay.
Well now.
Closure.
At last.
Ready as go as we are. I should be able to tank and do a lot of defensive stuff.
Got it.
Guards have left their post. Jenna has done her job admirably.
Onward.
She has unlocked the service entry just for us. Well, let us enter and remain unseen. Oh my.
Alright.
So,
Especially backstage. From there we climb to the roof and then atop the chandelier. And then run to the auditorium just on the other side. I'll have to work with brothers out somehow.
So,
Stroll and I secure an exit route with all speed. Split up from here. See all our parts from the grip.
let's go.
Is he even here? What if he isn't?
All right.
Start this operation. You get up the chandelier and beams as much as Juno finishes. Get backstage, we'll go from there.
Time to go. First,
Say that. This is a dungeon without being a dungeon. It's built for this. I think that just on shame. Where? Oh, he lost a tit.
it's all clear. Everything's pretty standard.
Say
that. What am I to do? Yes?
No problem.
That gives me an idea.
Ugh.
Say that. What is it?
Okay, you're a weirdo.
We're safe here.
And you're just blinded by beauty.
What?
I've done it now.
Huh.
Waiting for something.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Say.
Monk army seems to have been hired today. Yes and no.
My.
Yes, there's something amazing. Way up.
Look. Oh. Hey.
He lost something. Whole time since we were busy on leave. I guess he has to go get the spare. So if we can find the other one, we can get in there no problem.
Actually, if so,
I also asked the patrons about the Cree. I was going to have seen it.
You're not serious. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Okay, now I'm seeing all the lost items. String.
Honestly.
That'll be for your shoes. That's your tooth. Gross. Silver necklace.
What's the...
what if?
Say that.
What am I to do?
Yeah, but 100 damage with a shoeless like this. Here, have a shoeless.
Closure.
Cake is next here.
Oh, yeah? Say that.
Here's your tooth.
That remind...
Thank you very much indeed.
You picked up the actual key.
Is this
Yay, we've done it!
Well, isn't that something?
It's all clear.
Okay. But what the actor though?
Why is this happening?
I've done it now.
Actually,
This will leave the dressing room.
yes?
Need the script.
What?
From the precious necklace.
Say, what if
Yeah, we picked up a necklace here.
this
And we get the script, which we hand up to this dude. Heroes Leave for Flight.
Ridiculous.
Did I find everything? Which means the head of the back.
That damn police.
But which action to... Hey,
Innocent bunch. Here's a cake.
oh my.
Open the letter.
What would you care to do?
Can't go upstairs.
Ridiculous.
What if
Here, we give you this letter.
You've really helped me.
What?
Much gratitude to you.
Oh, that was worth it.
It's okay.
What now?
What was that? Nope, it wasn't that. While in the front row increases tap. That's a build. What was that animation? Just a little.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Check this out.
My stage.
no?
What?
What?
So apparent.
Ah. Stroll.
That was a great.
Got it?
Let's go.
Potential setups to make things go awry.
Is uncertain.
That is...
Or should make everything's in order. No, it's not in order.
Understood.
Anyone else can get through.
Good grief.
Seem to have a lot of their hands keep in order. That's his cue. What are you doing?
Now! Take a look.
At last.
It's the same.
Got a sec? Let's go. Let's hurry.
What now?
Party. Back. Forward. I'm a tank. You are not.
No way!
Don't matter because I'm so strong.
Amazing!
I won't say.
Great moves back there.
Who's there?
Careful, we're master over Cinder kills allies.
Watch out!
Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
You've hit their weakness.
Paladin! Come and get me.
Try to attack her whenever I'm literally
I can do this.
making sure to get your attention.
Heed me. This is the end.
Let's stay calm.
Paladin.
Breathing increases caster's physical damage once per... Oh.
Witness the power of sanctism.
Oh, we prevented him from attacking.
Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, I accidentally big brained that.
Yay, we've done it!
Crystalline weapon.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Wait, there's a chest here. Yeah. Common item.
We're so lucky.
An emerald, really? It could have been anything else. But no. Pathetic emerald. Otherwise, we're gonna go over.
What a fortunate find.
Bunch of dogs. It doesn't look like there's any items.
Oh, really now?
I shan't let you pass.
Summoner. Not this tactic.
Wait, what?
They're weak to strike attacks. Smash them up.
Also weak to pierce.
Take my fullest power. The situation is changing. It is over.
9 damage.
I'm right here.
This is the power. I pray you're ready.
Is this magic?
Dear God.
Paladin!
Come on.
We shall sweep them.
By this
Paladin weakness.
Here's where they start. Witness the power of sanctism.
Summoner. I can do this.
They're weak to piercing attacks. Hit them all in one.
Summoner.
Yeah, Dark, what do we do?
It is your turn.
It's okay.
Paladin.
Come and get me.
Let's do this. God on high.
Yeah, try attacking us whenever I make sure to taunt you.
Come forth now.
Stinky.
You disgrace the sanctism.
Probably easier going over there. Oh wait, I think I can go back down there. Oh no, I can't. I wanted to smack the dogs.
Let's push through.
All right. We may
How's
yet
that?
find a use for it.
There they are. Charging in.
Oh, there's treasure here. Where? What? Oh, there.
All right.
We're so lucky.
Pocket heater. I almost said healer. Oh, wait, sure I can go through all of them. Just loot the entire place.
What do you think you're doing?
I want to say,
Oh, okay.
I pray you're ready. Come forth now.
He's such a fire.
Come on.
Summoner. It is your turn. This is the end.
By this
I'm
paladin.
capable too.
To him,
Oh, wow.
return.
I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that to be so clean.
What is it?
We found
We're
something.
so lucky.
Opera cape. Was that really worth it? Not really. It wasn't worth it. Ah, she is almost out of MP. That's why I have this. Are there dogs up there? Hold on. one enemy chest up here. Common item.
How exciting!
Nope, wrong one. Oh, another item. Yes, I know I'm wasting time going up and down ladders and playing snake on ladders. But I want to get all the items.
How nice! This should
Magic
prove useful.
incense. Right, amongst a bunch of dogs, it has an item.
All right.
That goes around there. So the right path is the far right one. Whereas this one seems to go to a dead end. Ah, no, it does not.
They all seem pretty weak. You got this.
I don't want to bother with this. They're gonna make me have to fight. Like, whenever I could just run through a horde of dogs and just be like whack, 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 whack. So the easy way. You might actually gain a little bit more EXP anyway.
Please take care.
Come on! Let's push through!
If it's useful, I say grab it.
I see the
All right, we did it!
I thought there was an item here. There was not. It was a blue dog I saw.
Let's do it.
Oh, damn it, I thought I clicked on the ladder.
We can make short.
Yes, we can make short work of this.
Give me strength.
By this power! Come on!
You
I pray you're
disgrace the
ready.
Sanctus way.
It is your turn. A bit more to go.
Let's
I'm
go.
capable too.
Here's stay sharp!
That's
Not over yet!
amazing.
Come at me!
Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
Is there another one?
Oh wow, I actually did a lot of damage. I wasn't expecting that. Oh wait, I'm pierced. I forgot about that.
Okay, good. I'm still getting stronger.
Yeah.
We have very bloody hands, don't we? He has a cup. A cup.
Well, now this is unbelievable! Sanctifex Forden's relic appears to be a colossal chalice. I'm told it's believed to be an ancient artifact called a Holy Grail. Truly, a relic to put all others to shame.
It's probably just been gold. It's not really common to have a big cup.
The pagans looted this from the church's vaults in antiquity. God, in his omniscience, is said to have imbued it with his essence, giving it the power to make wishes come true.
Ah, that's not. I think that's too
Glorious
strong.
relic come into your hands.
We simply preached his holy works and spread the teachings. Mutual dialogue was what won the day. Through guided prayer, anyone can be saved, and we may see God's blessing in all things.
Just incredible. But if anyone could do it, it's Sanctifex Forden.
I think it's obvious who Thuin is.
I suppose that marks His Eminence Forden as the sole winner. Even to an
No,
amateur
it's
side,
that's
no
fake,
other relic
clearly.
could compete.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Sanctifex Forden. Now, continuing on. Wait, Forden was last to present? That's not right. We've not seen Luis yet, or the island team.
Is there an issue? No.
I think we're finally having a show end without incident. After all, these were originally Sanctus relics anyway.
Well, it looks like that's all the divine relics our candidates found across the land. The top-ranking faces will be announced during tomorrow's festivities. And now, it is my distinct honor to present a one-act opera for a Saint's Eve to remember. Please, join me in welcoming the diva herself, Juna, for a performance of the opera's opening piece. Ladies and gents, enjoy!
Well, Louise, rumor has it you found yourself quite a relic. Then why are you so reluctant to present it? No matter. The race's outcome is beyond your meddling now. Victory is mine.
My nerves are on fire. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Finally.
Oh, we're not fighting anyone. Okay. Gotta admit, it is very grand in design.
We're here. I think we can get down onto that massive chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
I'm so nervous.
Our escape route is secure. We should be able to flee undetected.
Good. Everything's going according to plan so far, but time's running out. From here on, it's all up to him.
All will be fine.
No, it won't. My stomach is telling me not. It's not gonna be fine. It's not gonna be fine.
It's finally time to end this.
Of course, it's a cutscene. It means something does go wrong.
Juna's song is about to start.
From my fingertip flies a butterfly, how it pines for the moon up high. Fire calls its name, fly to the flame, burning as free as it can be. Out there, deep and dark in the valley mid.
Focus. You can only get one shot at this.
Fearing in my soul.
Why is it glowing? It shouldn't be doing that.
I can't close my
Oh, that's so noticeable.
From the shadow of the dark, fingers brush my neck with a remark. Oh, anguish traveler, my name is thine, and thou art I. Like the wind, shine through darkest night. Oh, never stray. Trust your eyes to steer you by.
I can't do it. I'm gonna miss.
Now! We got him! Right?
No, we didn't.
Hey! The lance! Hurry!
What's going on? Is there something blocking it?
Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor! That was our kingdom's lovely songstress, Juna. Moving right along.
It didn't work. Come back.
Hail!
No, something's wrong.
Taking that into account.
Yeah, he definitely did something.
Ludicrous.
Can't be sure.
Hey. Hurry!
Why do you dawdle? Did you get him?
We do not know why, but the lance.
Should we withdraw to retrieve it? Or make our escape?
Lost a lance? Perhaps it's this one.
We had a fake.
At last your allegiance is laid bare. And if this lance wounded me, then I take it the one you provided me was a mere imitation.
Huh?
If you know what the lance is capable of, then surely you understand the situation. Your last hope is gone.
No.
It seems a shame to kill you, but I'm afraid you've gone too far. I have no intention of surrendering, nor of wavering in my convictions. That being said, you truly have impressed me. I will allow you some final words, if you have any.
Say it!
I see your performance has come to an end, Juno.
Yes, the curtain falls. I'm no longer your songbird to keep caged.
So, you too stood with them.
Come on. He's ready to listen, so say it. You know there's something he needs to hear.
What am I saying? Oh.
Luis, I challenge you to a duel.
Ah, the very words I was waiting for. You really have done your research. In truth, I intended from the start to entertain such a challenge. I confess it's been a long time. Perhaps a real contest is what I've craved. This competition is little more than child's play. So be it. It has been a long time indeed since anyone drew my blood. I will end your life with my
he is
own.
wounded.
There needs to be a direct confrontation after all. As though it was fate all along.
I'm impressed that he's still
Makes the
standing.
king's magic powerless, which means this trinket is no longer necessary. Then state your name. How do you declare yourself?
Oh shit. Save this country, terms of evil will be king in your stead.
I am the hero. The one who will end your reign.
A fine answer. Across every age, wherever there is a throne, there is a carpet stained red beneath it. My name is Luis Guiaburn. I am the rightful king, he who will forge anew this unworthy country into a utopia. Attack in any number, wield any weapons. But fight with your very lives. If you live by a creed, show me its strength.
Oh, it's all of us? Oh, it's all of us. Oh. Can I change it? No. Okay. I need levels. Oh, this is what I'm gonna have to live with. Okay. Oh.
Go ahead. Have at me. An attempt on the life of Luis Guiaburn is a folly most cannot afford.
I have a direct advance wound. He definitely can.
We've come this far. Let's fight with all we have, Captain.
Luis, I will make an end of you here.
I should expect no less by a duel's code. So be it. Allow me to even the score.
This is our mission. We'll see justice done, here and now.
Sniper! Falling back! Oh, power of kings!
You hesitate. Are you prepared? What's wrong?
It's okay. Come on.
Join with me! Oh, power of heroes! Pierce through them!
Let us sniper!
I kind of have a good team.
This is strength!
Oh, wait, no, stop that.
I strike to kill!
Oh, get screwed. I'm set up right. Wait, what? It's fine. I will keep him back.
You'll be done! Let's fight his power. I'm right here.
You needn't hold back.
Sniper!
Just don't do AoE bullshit.
Witness!
I will say, he does have a nice sword.
I strike to kill!
And try harder than that.
I shall vanquish evil.
Take tougher than I thought.
Come and get me.
Observe the Dark Knight as the point worthy foe.
Hidden arm.
In this case, I'm going to give Stroll a heal. Wait.
Do I overuse our item? Now
No, not so. Who's seeing the videos next turn? Assuming he's still going to keep aiming for one person rather than doing AoE.
I strike to kill. I strike to kill. Brawler. I'll crush and die hard.
It's okay. 58.
We can do this. Come on.
For all that we strive for. Still standing, I see.
Let us clean up this mess. This should work.
I owe you.
Bear witness.
So the damage is more whenever you have more HP.
I strike to kill. I strike to kill.
Take some. Not done yet.
Yeah, okay. I understand how it works.
Royal sword. Let justice prevail.
Interesting.
Allow me to use this.
This is strength.
That's not.
I strike to kill. I strike to kill.
I'll probably end up losing by cutscene bullshit, probably.
Are you prepared? I'll probably die hard. I won't hold back. Here's remarkable.
Thematic.
I underestimated you.
I wonder if there was a way to just make it so that his slash attacks just did nothing all around.
I continue to give.
Does it seem that I've grown stronger?
I knew I could do it.
Cutscene.
Lord Louis, do not interfere. Oh.
You falter even now.
Oh no, something else happens here.
Not enough, I'm afraid.
Lord Louis!
A fine blow. You've surprised me. But why? Why are you so intent on killing me?
You of all people should know the answer.
I see now. You were the intruders looking for the formula, I take it. And yet, You have achieved nothing. What do you mean?
Oh, we've definitely killed him because he pulled the damn thing out. Oh. Whoa. Oh, he still has the damn lance though. Get the thing back. Don't tell me he was actually like a part of this entire thing, the entire
Did
thing.
we do it?
Lord Luis?
At long last, 'tis done. We have brought him to justice. The great, untouchable traitor, Luis Guillaburn, is dead.
Apologies. Things fell apart at the end, and I wasn't thinking straight.
Even so, the outcome is the same.
No.
We could not have triumphed without everyone here.
Wait! It's good that we got him and all, but the lance...
Ah, yes! It went down with him.
This looks dire. He's fallen in the middle of the stage.
If Forden spies Luis's body run through with a lance, he'll realize its power in an instant.
Oh, it isn't. It's flopped off to the
Even
side.
should we save the prince, we'll regret it if Forden ends up with the lance. Yufa, can you call it up?
No, too late for that. It's already in the middle of the crowd. If we call it up and take it with no explanation, everyone will think us thieves.
Then what do you propose?
First, we need to establish that the lance is ours. Our offering for the ceremony. We'll have to take the stage and announce that ourselves.
Please wait. Do we reveal that we are the ones who slew Luis? Can we afford to declare that openly? We'd be telling your supporters you deceived them and your master both.
She's right! The audience has no idea what's going on! We'll just look like the bad guys.
It's okay. We set out to kill Luis, and the deed is done. Our only failure is in the spectacle we made of it. For now, we need to think of a way to get the audience to see our side.
You want to win their sympathy? What are you even planning to say?
I don't know, but we have to get on stage, now. If we don't explain ourselves fast, we'll never get a chance
He's not wrong, because that lance is hella strong. We can't lose it.
Hey!
But I also think we're kind of like in the middle of like panicking outright, because we didn't think this part through. Yeah, the lance shouldn't be there.
I know that face. Was that Luis? Someone go and see to him. Is he truly dead?
Allow me.
Lord Luis.
I know that guy.
He's dead.
Well, I don't know if I know that guy, but he's the one who was
Your
there
Eminence,
before.
this was found off stage. Judging by his wounds, this must have been the murder weapon.
The lance. Is this the divine relic he sent his subordinates after?
His eyes are sightless. His heart beats no more. The man is dead, without question.
You're absolutely certain?
I checked him thrice over. There can be no more doubt.
Luis, dead? And that can only mean this lance can pierce the barrier of the king's magic.
No, it can't actually. It was a duel.
I apologize for the grotesque display interrupting tonight's performance. We are tardy in arrival, but the lance you hold is our offering to the ceremony.
What? You claim this lance? You mean to say you were the ones who did the deed?
Yes. It is as you say.
God above! How do you justify this?
Years ago, Luis ordered my hometown destroyed. Hulkenberg, our ally before you, was herself a royal guard in service to his late highness. Even the songstress, Juna, aided us on several occasions. Above all else, we are a group
who came together to try Luis for his crimes. Traitor and Kingslayer both. And to do that, we had to enter his company. We took no joy in disguising our true intentions, not from your eminence, nor the people. But today, finally, we have seen justice done. Luis has paid for his sins. And at last, at long last, my parents can rest in peace.
I had not realized you were such an actor.
Not the time.
Or do you truly weep?
It's just hitting me now. We finally won.
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please.
That explains why the songstress was so often with Luis, as well as these brave misfits.
I understand. It all makes sense now. I had wondered why a member of the Prince's own guard would fall in with Luis. You have done well to execute the rebel. I am sure that His late Majesty and His Highness must be pleased. And of course, the Sanctus Church recognizes your divine relic. Now we shall greet tomorrow's festivities with fresh peace in our hearts.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
You must be the Lady Hulkenberg. The day His Highness was attacked, I heard you fought harder than any other. Your blade even struck the back of the blackguard who did it. Of all his defenders, you came closest to avenging the prince. But where you faltered then, you triumphed today. In form and heart, you are a true knight. Is something the matter?
Oh, no. You honor me
His
greatly.
aide, I think, is actually... I think we just actually killed an innocent man.
Miss Lance, the Sanctus Church will confiscate it for now. A lance capable of killing the tournament's candidates would only sow panic and chaos.
Yes. As you wish. We brought it as an offering anyway.
You can steal back later anyway.
You may step down now.
So
Think you can just walk away, do ya? You owe us a moment or three.
Oh shit, 1.5. It didn't break the curse. It definitely didn't break the curse. It was the aid there. It makes sense now. I think we just got rid of an innocent man.
So you lot were working against us from the start. And you right along with them, Lady Juna.
What was your motive? Why did you kill Lord Luis?
If this was truly a matter of justice and not simply petty revenge, then we owe it to them to explain why we have taken their guiding force. They deserve that much. Captain, do you not agree?
I'm just realizing something. With the introduction of that aide, I have a gut feeling that might have been the person that did it. Forden's possibly the true throne conspirator here. You benefit the most being at the head of the faith, then you can secure himself as the king, then you'll be able to head of everything. I don't think it was Luis. I think it was a group disguised as Luis's men that did the deed. I think we just outright killed someone who was framed. I mean, sure, he was a bit of a prick, and he probably deserved worse because of the shit he's done, but I think he got his own partial comeuppance, but I think we might have unironically done someone in who was actually innocent in this scenario.
All right. It's time for the truth.
I am sorry if I'm overstepping my mark. I know I'm but the latest to become your ally, but...
No, you speak the truth. We have sought to save the rightful heir to the throne. To break the curse afflicting His Highness the Prince.
What's that? The prince? He's dead, mate. Wait, he is dead, isn't he?
He's dead, all right. You lot will need a better story than that if you don't want to get cut open where you stand.
He had to be declared dead in order to protect him. Though he lives, he is bedridden, cursed by magic.
And the only way left to undo that curse was to kill Luis.
Those of us who wanted the prince restored formed a secret faction. And I was a spy in its service, trying to find out if we had any option beyond murder.
I cannot expect you to understand all this immediately. However...
You did this for the prince! His father, the king, was a coward! Puppet of Forden! It was because of him that this country rotted from the inside. And for his son! For his bloody, useless corpse of a son! What made you think his life was worth more than Count Luis?
Worth more? I thought you two hated when people tell you any life weighs more than another.
I myself have never met His Highness, nor do I know what sort of person he is. But I want to see the future these people believe in.
Despite our many differences of tribe and status, we still banded together. Through them, I saw the possibility of a world united.
Besides, when Luis talked about burning down my island, I thought I saw the shock and despair on your faces too.
Look, you two. Was Luis really a master worth your trust? I think it's worth listening to your hearts now. Even the doubts. I know we'd be happy to have you.
Hold a moment. These two were Luis's right-hand men. I would advise against this.
No. Their hearts are as loyal as any of ours. They but served another master.
Lady Juna... I guess you really were watching out for us. More than we ever knew. I couldn't protect Basilio when it mattered most. They put him through so much for their sudden igniter experiments, and now protecting him's all I've got.
Del.
Maybe it is time to step back. Get away from this bloody business. I guess this was all it took. Count Luis gave us a dream to fight for, but I suppose it was the kind that doesn't feel right after you wake. So, we're drifters now. Maybe we'll open up that restaurant after all, eh? We'll see you around, Lady Juna.
Look, I'm not the smart one, you lot know that, so I don't know whether to punch you or thank you.
You can punch me if you want.
Confused in all my life. Damn it, I just don't get it. Damn it. Oh, Del, wait! Don't you wander off like that? You mean all that about the restaurant, yeah?
Never could say what you were feeling. I'm sorry this was all I could do.
Ah, Captain, let us tarry no more. We must check His Highness's
We
condition.
definitely just killed an
Yes,
innocent
you're
man.
right! That should have lifted the curse!
It didn't.
What's going on? The cursed thorns haven't disappeared.
But the caster is dead. Forden and his guard were sure to check Luis's body.
Calm down, everyone. We don't want to yell about this in public. Let's go back to the inn for now.
I've made my realization.
His Highness still suffers under the curse. But Luis is dead. I cannot fathom it.
Maybe we killed a fake. Like his body double. Or something. No. There's no way that wasn't Luis. We couldn't fight him in person and still be mistaken.
And Luis would have nothing to gain from faking his death, surely. After all, it put the lance in Forden's hands.
Knowing all that, might the curse have been cast by someone else entirely?
But that would mean... we killed an innocent person, wouldn't it?
That bastard was no innocent. He destroyed my home. He murdered the king. And...
True enough, old boy. But that's not why we were out to kill the chap, eh?
He said it himself. That killing him accomplished nothing. Was it really true?
Yeah,
He
it
had the
was.
formula for the curse in his possession. Surely that marks his guilt?
Even so, there remains a modicum of doubt in the matter. Perhaps Luis was researching the curse for another reason. If he was framed, it is possible he aimed to clear his name.
But if it wasn't Luis, who else could have?
It was Forden.
That night, His Highness the Prince was already fleeing when I arrived at the scene. I encountered the assailant as I sought to protect His Highness. I pursued and slashed across their back.
Right. I remember Forden mentioned something about that. Is there anything else you can remember?
Fie! No, I can recall nothing else. No other clues. Yet... no. 'Tis odd. I believe this is the first time I have recounted the particulars to anyone. I told the investigators only that I failed to capture the culprit. The shame of my failure kept me silent on the rest.
What? But just earlier, Forden said...
Yes, he told a story that none but the culprit could attest to. How does Forden know?
His aide.
Maybe he heard it from the culprit?
If so, then Forden could be one of the conspirators behind the attack, or perhaps solely responsible for it.
I say, you don't think
It is.
Forden is the
It
mastermind
makes perfect
behind
sense now,
this
thinking
all
about
blasted
it.
to do? You do realize he's the sanctifex of the entire dashed Sanctus Church?
Nay, but that does not make it impossible. It wasn't long after the prince's passing that His Majesty named Sanctism the state religion. If not for the matter concerning the king's magic, Forden's claim to the throne would have been unshakable.
Sounds like motive enough to want the prince gone.
We have to find out, even if it's remotely possible. Let's question Forden in person at the main festival tomorrow.
We'll need that divine lance back, too. It's not something we want in Forden's hands, especially now.
Hey, I'm going to go talk to my sister. She's bound to be somewhere in the city for the Saints' Day festivities. Sister, I should explain. All that fuss today was... well...
Is it safe for you to come to such a public place?
What? No, it's fine. It's not like we caused a riot or anything. We even explained ourselves to Forden's satisfaction. Actually...
That's not what I meant. You're the songstress, remember?
Ah, yes. Suppose you're right.
I know we talked before about the loophole in the King's protective magic, but I never thought you would be the one to strike Luis down. And that lance you presented... I take it that's why you went to Virga Island.
We didn't mean for it to be such a spectacle. It didn't exactly go according to plan, but at least we kept a tyrant off the throne.
And that's why I was wondering if I could ask you something. About Sanctifex Forden. What kind of man he really is.
Because, well, now that Luis is out of the picture, we know who's got the best chance. A man as powerful as him, well, you know how it is. You hear all kinds of nasty rumors swirling about. I'm just wondering if there's any truth to them.
Tuna, are you seriously trying to dig up dirt on Sanctifex Forden?
Yes.
On Saints' Day of all days?
Yes,
Oh,
again.
loosen up a bit. You can't deny that people talk, and God knows they always have. Especially about the night of the attack. Asking how anyone could sneak into the castle, let alone get to the prince. Whether some official ordered the assassination. Remember when those rumors started? Father was on edge for days. I remember even when I hadn't said anything, he'd scold me and send me away. I don't suppose you ever heard if there was any truth to that.
No, there definitely is.
Sorry. I don't mean to dance around it, so... It's just not an easy thing to ask about. I was talking with one of our allies, Hulkenberg. She said Forden mentioned something he couldn't have known, unless he was actually there, the night of the attack. Unlikely as it is, if it turns out Forden was involved, she won't suffer him being crowned. She'll be out for vengeance. And you're the eldest daughter of House Cygnus, a Sanctist family. The people would see you as an accomplice to a man who had a hand in killing the royals. I couldn't bear to let that happen. You don't deserve that. I need to know the truth.
Then, suppose His Eminence Forden were guilty of such sin. What would you do with him? With the Sanctus Church?
What do you mean?
Well, I was but a girl of only 12 years. I knew nothing about the inner workings of the crown theocracy.
Sister? What's wrong?
No.
Nothing. I'm fine.
She's
If
the
a
one who
tad
cast the
overworked.
curse?
All these new developments and tragic events. I'm just run a little ragged, that's all.
Sister.
I'll be fine. Really. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. If I am to be the people's saint, I must be strong enough to play the part. Maybe I'll hold off on the harder drinks today, just to be safe. It's been a long time since we could spend some simple time together like this. It's like we're just two sisters visiting Montario for the holiday. I'll see you again soon.
About that. Let's rest.
That's Luis.
Yeah, I know. Doing in Luis was a big issue. Because he now has a spear. She said she was a girl 12. And however long ago.
Good night.
It matches up.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oops. Of course, he's not lauding the god
Now,
with a
let's
spear.
get this year's Saints' Day Festival of Montario underway. We will begin
What are those
with
two
a
doing
few
there?
words from His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden.
Looks like Dracodios hasn't left his side.
Today is a day of great celebration. A day
It's
to offer
also
up our
not the real
thanks to
Dracodios.
God. But first,
That is a fake.
an announcement. Luis is dead. The royal family's murderer has been put to justice. Now much of the kingdom's trust lies with me. Even this king-defying lance is safe in my hands. I would not see further bloodshed in endless, futile conflict. Is it not past time for
lance is a
reconciliation
fake
and
'cause it's
open
different color.
dialogue as a newly forged nation?
He's talking as if the race is already over. What about deciding the winner?
All but a formality now, isn't it? His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side. Better to establish peace now and crown Sanctifex Forden.
No. He would end the tournament here and now.
So he's just going to call the race while he's ahead? How convenient.
But the throne's decided by the king, not this tournament.
Forden only had to abide by that when he had Luis to compete with. If he ends this while he's this far ahead, we won't be able to reverse it.
Oi! The game's not over yet, you cocky bastard! We only seek to submit to the will of the people. Though you would be wise to quit the race with all speed.
Forden for the throne! Then we will finally have peace!
Hail His Majesty Forden! Long live His Majesty Forden!
Damn him. The people already believe him the victor. Tournament won or no, his dominance will soon be unshakable.
Let's go. We reclaim the lance, now!
Now? Are you out of your mind?
If he's going to keep it close to hand, we'll never have a chance to swap it out. We'll have to take it by force.
Do we have, we have no
We have
choice.
no choice.
If there really is no other way.
So you were after this lance all along? Loyalists indeed. How many more candidates must die by your hand?
His smuggler is horrific, distorted. It's sickening.
What did you? How dare you, you pagan wretch! You would steal this holy lance for your own vile ends. That alone is treason against the kingdom, you filthy assassins.
Assassins? Then we're in good company. That night, you were the one behind the attack on His Royal Highness. You framed Luis for your crime and banished him from the palace. Do you deny it?
Precisely the sort of baseless claims I'd expect from desperate sinners.
Baseless, is it? In that case, shall we produce proof of your treason?
You waste your breath. What do your words matter now? The royal family is gone. Luis is dead. Only I remain. And only I am fit for the throne.
You vile traitor!
You call His Eminence a traitor? Preposterous! The Sanctifex is incapable of such deeds!
Your Majesty Forden, punishment to the disloyal. Judge these ruffians with your divine lance!
Behold, the flock has spoken. Those who defy me are to be executed. Before you die, know that I am in your debt for killing Luis and handing me the crown.
Del, what the hell's going on? I thought the prince's curse was supposed to be off.
It's clearly not. The prince's assassination, the whole lot. It was all the Sanctists. It was all that bastard pulling the strings from the start. Wait, is that...
You! Identify yourself! Who are you?
We're at a festival.
Wait, what?
Should we not be...
What? What?
I've come to meet you, Forden.
Luis? Impossible. How could you have survived?
Not that it matters.
It falls to me to finish the job, then. Coming here sealed your fate. Hell awaits, and this time I'll make sure you stay there. Face your divine punishment, Luis!
The lance can't do it. It is the duel.
Why?
It is only the duel.
It appears your sins outweigh mine.
What have you done?
That lance is counterfeit. Just like you.
Oh, wait, what? I'm lost now.
This is the true lance.
Oh, never mind. He did admit to his threat. So it didn't kill Luis. What? No, what? What? I was also going to say that lance is different.
Did he just kill Sanctifex Forden?
No. Impossible.
Nothing to see here. The festival is cancelled. Cancelled!
Del, Lord Luis is alive.
What's going on? Good people, you have heard the truth with your own ears. Forden was the vile mastermind behind the prince's assassination. For casting his sins upon me, for seeking to usurp the throne, I have passed due judgment. A tainted Sanctifex is unfit to rule. What's the matter? You seem lost for words.
You came back to life?
You came back to life?
You believe me resurrected? Even if I could defy death, I care nothing for the prospect.
Then how? How are you alive?
Forden's attendant.
Forden's own attendant confirmed your death.
Forden's attendant? You mean that fellow?
No! Zorba?
He was alive the entire time.
Back at the Grand Cathedral, I ordered the dead to recover my body if the need arose.
I'd always intended for Forden to die by my hand. And the first step in his
What's going on?
Was Zorba's infiltration.
Impossible. The lance pierced you through your very breastplate.
He can resurrect the dead.
Indeed. And frankly, I'm still impressed. Few could land such a decisive blow against me. But I'm afraid fate was on my side, not yours.
Mortal anatomy is my speciality. I knew at first glance that the wound was deep, but the heart was intact. Lord Luis is destined for far greater than this, so I devised a plan. I would proclaim his death and deceive both Forden and his flock. After that, it was simply a matter of magically regenerating his flesh overnight. Only a fool would expect him to die in such a place.
I could have emerged as soon as I'd healed. But where's the theater in that? Today is a day of celebration.
I mean, I don't feel bad about not doing this now, but it's also like,
death out of mercy.
Why do you have the real lance? Wasn't it supposed to have gone to Forden?
It was swapped.
Wee bit slow on the uptake, eh? I just told you, I was present for the inspection. It was hardly a difficult task to swap out your counterfeit.
So you knew the truth of it? No. Have you always
Was Zorba
been
actually
ahead
the
of
one who
us?
did it then?
Ever since the moment we thought Zorba
No.
dead?
A holy lance, a convincing prop. What does it matter? Had I truly died, it would simply indicate that I was never fit for my ambitions. Power is the only true arbiter. Behold the proof. Forden lies dead, and the lance is in my hand, just as planned.
You let us do as we pleased, even knowing the risks. You're insane!
Indulge me a question. You stole the magic formula from me. Surely you soon learned that it was useless. That's why you then resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift the spell. Is that not so? In other words, the curse's victim still draws breath. For that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition, even with the difficulty of the king's magic in your way. So, His Venerable Highness the Prince survived. Where is he? Speak or die.
I'd rather die. You wouldn't be able to hurt me anyway.
Please, spare us.
No! Stop! Leave them be!
How quickly the Sanctus break rank and flee. Their flock left to die. This is Sanctism.
No! Stop him!
Out of the way!
What?
Why?
Go! Run!
Come now.
Thank you. You protect them. Yet what value do they have to you? It's not that! This is just wrong! It's wrong, me lords!
I see. So even you two have faltered. Del!
Del! Vitelio!
Hey! Wake up!
I get it now. Only fair thing in this world is power. With it, you can take whatever you want in this life. Or so I thought.
Del.
But you know, if all the weak get left behind, who's left to protect them? I've been an idiot. Sorry about that.
Stop talking, Del.
I see it, you know. Our little diner. Music in the air. It's grand. Look after Lady Juna.
Huh? Hey. Del? Del!
Pitiful. See what Brotherhood earned them.
Lord Luis. That's what it all comes down to for you, yeah? The strong are right, the weak are wrong. Doesn't matter what you were born into, there's fairness in that. We saw you as our hope. We thought that if you had a proper strong fella on top, he'd be able to put a stop to all the meaningless discrimination. But we had it wrong. You're no ray of hope. It doesn't matter to you. Killing anyone, it doesn't make you feel unclean. You're the kind of cold-blooded bastards we hate more than anything!
Do not concern yourself with this peon, Lord Luis. With my newfound power, I shall tear them limb from limb.
This way! Guards, hurry!
Step aside. You have important work to do.
Hey! Seize the criminals who murdered His Eminence!
We didn't do it, but we should probably still run. Basilio, come with us!
Shut up! What about Del? You saw what that bastard did to him!
I will not let you die in vain. Your brother didn't do this so you could get yourself killed. For now, please flee with us.
Shit!
Come, make haste!
Oh, welcome back. It went about as well as could be expected. We wanted something nicer for his grave, but they told us something like that's reserved for Sanctus tradition.
You can expect little else in Altabri. I apologize for not being present.
We've just gotten ourselves out of the public eye. If we had gone as a group, worst case, we'd have been turned in.
I wish we could have mourned him at his home. It had to happen in the lap of the Sanctus Church of all places. I hear the Parapists typically prefer a more joyful send-off, with singing and celebration.
It's all right. Us soldier kids could never afford to be too picky. Del knew he couldn't choose where to snuff it. The fact that you were there, Lady Juna, that's enough for us.
Basilio.
Best to leave him be for a while. He's just lost the only family he had.
By the way, Have you checked the Farsight mirror? The curse might be...
Unfortunately, it still hasn't lifted. Guess that means it was someone other than Forden after all.
But Forden brazenly admitted that he had been the mastermind. Luis was innocent of that crime, at least.
Someone must have cast it at Forden's command. Unless we can find and kill them in time... Damn it all!
We've more pressing problems at hand, don't we? Now Luis knows the prince is alive. Surely that's far from ideal.
The village is deep in the forest. It's not an easy place to find, even if you're looking. Going to the prince's side could be dangerous. So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But even if we sought the real culprit, we no longer have any leads to follow.
If I might make a suggestion, perhaps we should visit my sister again. She may have some insight on the Sanctus Church's past, but that's tomorrow's concern. As for tonight, we could all use some time to rest our hearts and minds.
Oh, look at you, kid. You look near dead yourself.
Tell? What?
Seems you made it out in one piece, though.
Are you alive? But back there, you... Don't tell me you pulled some bloody trick. Just like Luis. Bloody hell, Tell. I thought I...
Basilio, sorry. From here on, you're taking the lead.
But why? I can't without you. Tell, I only made it this far because I followed you.
Don't give me that. You're the strong one. Me, I never knew where I was going. Basilio, protect the weak. Swear you'll do it, not for me, but for yourself. If you can do that, I'll always be with you.
Tell...
Don't give me that look. Well, this one's goodbye for now. You ready? Let's hear it, Basilio. You fight, but why?
O Lodestar, ye grief-racked brother, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Not really a choice. It's back to the starting line. This time I'll lead. Ardell entrusted me with this chance. I've got to show him I've got this.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. Awaken.
See you around, Dell.
Thank goodness! You're finally awake! You were passed out! Don't scare me like that! Not that I can blame you. After all that's happened.
Sir Basilio, there's magla flowing through him. I think it's the same as our power.
It's you lot. From before.
They went to pay their respects for Fidelio.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Ardell. Funny, innit? Maybe this world's not so bad.
Thanks.
By God, what in the world is that, Lance? It struck down Sanctifex Forden right before our eyes. That's supposed to be impossible.
And Luis made sure it was a bloody spectacle, before an audience even. The bastard is making sport of it.
We must devise a plan. Otherwise, even if Luis does not sway our supporters, they may lose faith in the church.
Before all else, we must choose a successor. But they need not share Forden's strength.
I have brought her here.
You requested an audience? Assembled lords?
Rella, we must ask your support. Let me be direct. We would like you to enter the tournament as a formal successor to His Eminence Sanctifex Forden.
This girl? She is your plan?
Have you gone mad? I reject this proposal. If anyone is to succeed His Eminence, it should be me, as his trusted right hand.
See sense. Strength alone means nothing. And without that, you have nothing worthy of the people's loyalty.
Rella, will you not speak? Surely you feel what they ask of you is beyond your station.
Well, that is...
You are wise beyond your years, Rella. Surely you understand. What the lost children need now is not a righteous avenger, but a refuge from their fears. The people would flock to a saint who dwells among her people. Already many would rejoice to see you rule as queen. Rella, will you answer their call?
This is all rather sudden.
Of course, you would have our full support. Naturally, we will make arrangements so that the tournament's next round turns in your favor.
Even so, I am unfit to be queen.
Allow me to clarify. This is not exactly a request. Would you rather have that tyrant Luis become king?
Well...
Hey, sounds like we've got big news. I just heard from the pack of Sanctists. I figured they'd shove someone up to take Forden's place. But where it is, it'll be Saint Rella. Gonna be an announcement tomorrow.
The mourning for Forden's barely started, and they're already lining up his successor. And Rella, at that. Going for popularity over power, it seems.
They're getting careless. Though, thinking about it, maybe it's a smarter choice than it seems.
But, say Saint Rella wins against Luis, becomes proper queen and all gets to do what she wants. Doesn't that tidy this whole thing right up?
No! This can't be her own decision. Just the idea of being queen would put her stomach in knots.
The politicians must be trying to make her their puppet. Perhaps it was an order she could not refuse.
This isn't good. Probably not the best time to talk to her either.
But that's got to mean they're keeping the tournament going, right? Then they'll probably announce the next challenge once Rella's candidacy goes public.
Either way, I don't like it. This is all escalating too fast for my tastes. All the support Forden had campaigned for will likely just go straight to Rella with hardly a dent. If Luis and the Sanctis Church are trying to reclaim the status quo as the two pillars of government, that'll be a tough lead to shake. After all, just lifting the curse isn't going to be enough to restore the prince to the throne.
Indeed. Luis versus Rella. Front-runner and runner-up, with no ties to the royal family between them. Everyone will see plain that popularity's eclipsed royal right. His Highness himself will have to win this battle on the faith of the people, or his claim to the crown will never be acknowledged.
Besides which, Luis now knows that His Highness lives. His whereabouts have not been discovered, but the Kingslayer will take up the hunt.
So many obstacles. What do we do?
Well, I know one way to keep a VIP protected. A classic tactic, really. The military does it all the time. We use a body double. You're supposed to be a dead ringer for the prince, yeah?
You mean he pretends to be the prince? That's absurd. You realize it's a capital offense to impersonate royalty?
I'm in. As long as they don't find out.
You can't just casually drop an "I'm in" on this.
Adzel was right about you being mental. I think we could pull it off, though. The prince has been gone ages. Nobody's in a position to point out differences.
Wait, just think about this. He's elder. The royal family's Clamar and have been for generations. His appearance would be the least of our worries.
If I may. His Highness the Prince lacks the Clamar horns. Some rumors suggested 'twas not some miraculous feature of the prince alone, but a mark of elden blood.
That's a point.
I've heard no confirmation
didn't
either
look
way
like it
myself, but at the very least, 'tis a tale any aristocrat is bound to have heard in passing.
In other words, with an elder claiming the prince's name and a known royal knight to vouchsafe him, we'd have enough plausibility to shake the nobles to their core.
Of course, all this means little, unless our double himself is willing. What say you?
I am the prince.
I am the prince. Was that believable?
Even this doesn't get to you? Sometimes I worry about you.
Your resolve has been challenged many times over, and never have you strayed. I am humbled once more. I pledge my soul to this gambit.
Good. Then we declare ourselves tomorrow, where this announcement's going to take place. Seems like the optimal place to make sure we're heard.
Right then. Looks like I'll have to give the old girl a polish worthy of a prince. My cue as well. From here on, it's nose to the grindstone until my magnum opus is finished. Can't let the lad be the only one with his life on the line.
Can we talk?
All right then.
Oh, God.
All right then.
Why am I here anyway?
What's happened?
Oh, I did say rest in the Gauntlet Runner. Well, I'm gonna go. That was.
We got a mother of all storms a brewing.
That was so many twists. I feel like my head is a little bit loose.
All right then.
Let's go. I'm tired.
Like, honestly, there were so many consistent twists that.
Sure.
Good night.
Yeah.
We're all set for tomorrow. How about that? And seems I've fallen in with you lot now, there's something I want to clear up.
You.
Just tell me this. You're doing this all to save the poor prince? Or are you doing it to save the country? It's the same thing, really.
No.
Yeah, it is. When I say the country, you're playing a longer game. You have to actually win this race. So if you can't save the place, you take his place for good. That means if we win the tournament, you'll take the lie to your grave.
So...
Just saying, you declare yourself prince tomorrow and everything changes for you, forever. You know what you're signing up for? I'm ready.
Right. Ah. Then...
Well, I'll tell you something myself.
Whatever.
Oh shit, I skipped. Not just following you to go to fool, alright? Or to avenge Del. Sure, I'm planning hammering the bastard Luis into the ground, but I'm doing it for the dream. For a world where your birth won't decide your life. If I'm gonna tag along, that's the world we're gonna live to see. I know it.
Leave it to me.
So just leave it to me, yeah? Got your back. As long as you're giving us everything you got, so will I. We got a deal, Captain. You're gonna give me a bond in a Texas version of that. Okay, good. Storage?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ugh.
Look, it's that boy candidate. The one who betrayed Luis or killed him or something.
Hold on! I thought it was Sanctifex Forden who got killed.
I think it's both. But hard to say what actually happened. Suppose it's true what they say about Elder. Disaster follows them like an ill wind.
Couldn't get a read on what kind of reputation we had before, but it seems worse than I thought.
Once we stand for His Royal Highness the Prince, that will surely change. We have to believe that.
St. Rella is here. The rumors were true.
Kiddo was not
Thank
happy about
you
that.
all for joining me, even in the midst of this turmoil. I am Rella Cygnus of the Crown Theocracy. The reason I ask that you all gather here today is so that I may formally announce my succession to His Eminence, the late Sanctifex Forden. I know not if I am worthy, but under the teachings of the noblesse, I am determined to become a worthy king, queen of this land.
The saint herself is to be our queen. Now we are safe. Glory to Sanctism.
Is she allowed to just jump in mid-race like that? Everyone seemed pretty annoyed when Luis did it.
The tournament's winner is not guaranteed the throne. Fairness was never really a fact. Whoever has the skill to exploit the standings will win.
Listen to that roar. I think I underestimated my sister's popularity.
Even from here, I can feel her aura of magic. I suppose that's to be expected if she's the land's best mage healer.
From the looks of it, she's perfectly situated to pick up where Forden left off.
I object. Rella, you have no true experience in the political world. And you would rise to Sanctifex Forden's heights. Be worshipped as he was. I refuse. I have been loyal to God and His Eminence Forden my whole life. I am the only one worthy of his legacy.
Master Guido, truly I do see the truth in your words. However, this is also the will of the Crown Theocracy.
Friends gathered here, do you really believe such a person is fit to be queen? Once the nation has dissolved into chaos, it will be too late. Appoint me as champion of Sanctism, and I will save you all.
Not sure about that. We know your name, but honestly, you don't have much in the way of real accomplishments.
The man has no charisma. If I had to choose, I'd rather follow St. Rella in all her glory.
And they say Sanctifex Forden killed the prince, too. If that's true, then I don't know if I'd trust his closest vassal with the throne.
Friends,
Is
Oh,
that
oh, the ship.
Louise's gauntlet runner?
What is going on? My god, game, stop. I can only handle so many twists. Please.
As usual, I find you all embroiled in pointless conflict.
What is your business here?
For the sake of those mired in your endless, fruitless squabbles, I have come to propose we give truth to this competition.
What truth?
The people's eyes have been opened. This entire tournament is a self-indulgent travesty of the Sanctus Church's making. First the king, and now you dogs of God. Why do you teach the people lies? You preach that true understanding is mutual and blind to the balance of power. Ignorant, willful or otherwise, to the sin and weakness that your lessons breed. Face the truth. Our world is lawless, and your efforts have done nothing to quell the chaos. It is time we were judged only by our abilities. Victory means nothing unless won by skill, and it is no less true for the throne.
Skill? What skill would you put on display?
I see no more reason to forbid the killing of candidates.
You would have the race decided by violence. And I suppose you believe yourself capable of personally reversing the king's magic.
He has a spear.
Oh, king! You have witnessed our trials, have you not? You have seen a divine relic used to defy your shield and claim lives! The lance rests in my hand. With its power, my victory is assured. But surely you would not see the race decided by such injustice. And neither would I. I will not give voice to the lie that this world is subject to any god's reign. Would you, O great king?
What is his aim? If he has the key to certain victory in his hands, why cast it aside?
Never takes what he doesn't win. That's Luis to the core. He means every
So this is
word
just
he
pure
says.
pride.
When you're clawing up from the bottom and you hear him talk like that, you can't help but dream. And then you never realize. Only a madman claims lies and contradictions once exist in their world.
Luis Guillerburn. What manner of life has this man lived to make him such a creature?
He says that, but with that lance, he could kill any candidate he pleases, couldn't he? He killed Sanctifex Forden, and now threatens Saint Rella. No! Your late Majesty, please, speak!
Do not fear, my people. Even should Luis claim all the power he desires, I will not be so easily conquered. Even should our nation dissolve into anarchy, I will always stand to defend you.
Sister.
I expected little else of Forden's loyal pet. It seems there is more to the saint than vapid, empty benevolence. Come, O king! There can be no more doubt. The masses desire a truly fair battle. One waged without your shackles.
I also noticed in his eye while this is going on
Be this thy course.
that the eyes have
Thou
changed.
wouldst rule by strength
Oh, I'm
alone.
third?
He's talking!
Like when he first rose. I killed Forden, yet has my standing fallen at all? Surely you would know. This petty race limps forward, while the land is further flooded with anxiety and monsters. You have left us an age of strife. You are powerless to stop it. And in your place, fool king, I will restore the balance and right this land's wrongs.
So be it. They who remain seeketh a clash without hindrance. Very well. Now and hereafter, my magic shall no longer protect thee.
This is the time of blood. Oh, great.
Face this as a trial renewed. If ye would be a true king, then I bid thee prevail.
You see that light just now?
The magla flow surrounding the candidates has disappeared. The protection of the magic is no more.
Tradition's faded away.
Then this lance of dragons is no more than an antique spear. Children lost in Sanctism's shadow! The fog of deception has finally cleared! There is no God! Think hard on your salvation, and whether you'll find it in prayer.
No. He would even deny us our prayer?
It's true. His Majesty has broken the spell. If it has come to this.
You know it was not I who laid the prince low. Which means that if you oppose me still, it is for the throne.
Is he looking at me?
More. I can finally face the real you. A near-death invalid has no place upon the throne. The mere suggestion is ludicrous. You do well to follow the king's example and abandon the folly of your ideals.
To cast aside all we've fought for would accomplish nothing. We too strive for a vision. Luis, you will never take the throne. The rightful heir stands before you. Look upon our candidate and know his true claim. He is the legitimate son of his late Majesty King Hithlodius V, last heir to the throne of Uchronia. His Highness, the Prince himself, has risen to vanquish evil. For his people, he defies the pain and suffering of the curse he endured.
His Highness the Prince? What? That's a lie. His Highness? He has already passed.
His Highness the Prince? They're mad, the lot of them. That boy's an elder.
Indeed he is. 'Tis the very proof you seek. Anyone who truly knows His Highness himself will see what this means. Indeed. There is no denying it.
Rella!
Sister?
I saw for myself when I personally treated His Highness. They'd warned me against revealing it to the public.
Rella's on our side.
The time for discretion is past. His Highness the Prince has elden blood coursing through his veins. His Majesty told me that the boy's birth mother was an elder woman.
The Prince was an elder?
Enough of this absurdity.
You! The Prince! A bold gambit. To reveal yourself before both Rella and I. Indeed, I have no retort. After all, he's been dead so long. Nobody could say otherwise. Fine then. So be it. This marks the true battle between those who would fight for the throne. Wouldn't you say, Your Highness? Face your unworthy ideals and come to terms. I shall await at the royal capital to meet the one left standing.
He's not concerned with other candidates because they're doing a correct challenge. Oh! Wasn't there Lance? Yeah, no, I'm one of the top three. The second one is Rella.
Rella, Forden's legacy is rightfully mine. It won't be long before this conflict turns violent. Do you really think you have what it takes to fend off Luis?
You were head of the guards and you failed to protect Santifex Forden. You want to talk? Please step down.
And you think yourself my better, do you? If it's a contest of strength you want, we can settle that right here. My magic. Nothing's happening. What's going on?
Please, do not cause further distress to the devout. I ask once more, stand down.
Yep, she is the curse.
Did you see that? Those were thorned vines. But that's...
It makes sense.
Sister.
Children of God, I know the burdens you bear. I see the fear and anxiety that weighs heavy upon you. But rest at ease, my beloved citizens. Sanctism is and shall ever be your fortress. Know that I will protect all of you. Pray with me now. Close your eye.
Hypnosis. Or worse.
She's right. Saint Rella can even heal our country. As long as we believe in her, we shall know peace.
Saint Rella! Saint Rella! Closure.
Be careful. I sense Magla. There's something beyond rhetoric in her words. There's definitely magic there.
Sister! What have you done to everyone?
I'm lifting their fears and anxieties. I can take yours too. With enough devotion, you can lock your anxieties away and they shall never trouble you again. Sanctifex Forden saw Sanctism as only a tool. A means to exploit the people, abuse his authority, and mask injustice as piety. And yet, even then, did this twisted form of Sanctism save no unfortunate souls? What makes salvation true? Luis claims that there is no God. That true equality is only earned in pitiless competition. Are the believers fools to fear his words?
Saint Rella.
I will save the people of this land in the truest sense. They shall live with no worries, no anxieties.
She's gone insane.
Now and forevermore.
But through magic? You forced the fears out of their very hearts. 'Tis no salvation to strip them of free thought.
Perhaps not. But this country has bled them of it for too long. Besides, what makes you any more fit to speak of rightness? You claim he is the prince. The real prince is surely at death's door, isn't he? After all, your efforts did nothing to lift the curse. I've told you before. The prince's curse was crafted to perpetually draw upon the caster's magic.
That's right.
I know he suffers, because I yet live.
Wait. Surely you can't mean... No. You healed His Highness.
No,
It
she
was
didn't.
only by
She made
virtue
it
of
worse, I
your
think.
presence that he survived that night.
Oh, was I not clear enough? Allow me to clarify. On that night, it was my back that your blade carved across.
And she changed her memories.
This isn't good. There's magic flooding this place.
Keen senses indeed, to be capable of seeing all this.
No! Why? Sister, you can't have! You were only 12 summers old then.
I was. And Luis was only a boy. All the better for any witnesses to suspect him of the crime. Yet I was interrupted in casting. What would have been a fatal curse became something unorthodox and incomplete. A spell with no formula. Even I could not dispel it. All you can do now is kill the caster. As heiress to the Sanctis Church's legacy, I will never hand over the royal scepter. Not to Luis,
And that's why her
nor to
wings are
you.
in a specific way.
I will await you amidst our dearest memories.
Oh, wait, no.
Find me where the failures of the Sanctus Church lie buried. A place I'm sure you know well.
Isn't that a...
Divine relic.
Halt! I will not let you escape. You've ruined everything. The church, my authority, everything. You will never leave this city alive. I am Guido, of the warrior monks, and in God's name, I condemn thee!
Oi! They're calling in the cavalry! We've got incoming runners, plural! We need to get out of here!
Norris! Swiftly!
Lost it, I know! Who put this cliff here?
What about the teleportation? That takes time we don't have!
We've got nowhere to go but up into the sky.
So we do. Then, that's what we'll do.
Yes.
Wait, you're saying...
I finished preparations long ago. Time was something I had in surplus.
Then?
But if it fails, it's curtains for us. We all die here. You hear me?
I trust you.
We're dead if we don't move either way. I agree. He speaks true.
Just take us up already. We've all flown before, right?
No.
Except me.
Norris! Is this not your dream? Then bring it to life! Here and now!
I'll do it. I'll take you with me. Beyond the sky!
What the?
Not yet. Trust your technology near us. It's time.
Oh. It flies like a bird?
Possible. It can fly.
We're flying like a bally bird with wings and all. Did you not see that? How'd you like that?
My ears are popping.
This will take some getting used to.
Oh my god.
Take that, world! I've really done it! Look at her! That's my sky runner!
After that drop, I thought we'd die even if we didn't crash. Now that we're past the worst of it, it's actually smoother than I thought.
A bit of faith, my dear.
You're telling me that tiny patch is the city? It's like a child's toy. Seeing it like this, it's easy to imagine the people as little dots, huddling together in fear.
Phew, that was terrifying. I'm just glad it flew okay. Don't you think?
I always knew Norris could make it work.
Only because you're as bold and big-headed as I am, what? Really, old boy, I'd not be here without you to give me the push I needed. Thank you.
So, about our next move.
We must pursue Rella as soon as possible. His Highness is running out of time.
Where did she say she was going? Where the failures of the Sanctus Church lie buried?
My guess is the Mage Academy, or what remains of the place. Nobody goes near it now. I was a student there myself once.
You don't say. No wonder you're so knowledgeable about magic.
For a dropout, I suppose.
The Royal Mage Academy, then. 'Twas known as the finest school in the kingdom for magic research.
Lady Juna, I've got to ask. What was Cinderella like back in your school days? The way she was acting earlier, all cold?
That isn't
Is that the real her?
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. Maybe I just never knew the real her. That was the first I've ever seen her like that myself. I keep thinking, if she'd just quietly taken over for Forden, we could have helped each other out. Even if she inherits the Sanctifex's authority, she's nothing like Forden. She'd never want to hurt anyone. That's not her. I thought she wasn't like that. Now she's saying she was part of this conspiracy? She attacked the prince? No, it doesn't make any sense.
Then we've got to get to her fast as we can. We know where she is, yeah? You just gotta tell her everything you just told us.
That would be prudent, yes. But Captain, a reef for your thoughts, lad. If she is truly the culprit, then the curse will persist so long as she lives. This means we will have to kill her. Are you up to the task?
I am prepared, but I think she's doing this to give us the absolute blind faith that we need in order to free her of both the suffering that she's currently in and the prince. So I'm prepared.
Yes. I'm prepared for that.
Juna, would you prefer to stay behind?
I can't afford to. If at the last minute I can't face it, then you can leave me where I stand. I'm prepared enough for that.
Lady Juna.
What's the matter? It's plain to see something's bothering you.
Oh, no. It's nothing specific. It's just that... something's felt wrong somehow. Ever since I sensed the Saint's Magla. I'm sorry. It's hard to explain. Please pay me no mind.
I mean, maybe she was actually that bad. Mark the location. Be ready for a fight. I'm going to put a pause on that there, because that was enough twists. As I said earlier, my head feels like it's about to roll off to one side. Thank you for coming in, and well, that was certainly a stream. I'll catch y'all later.